So I just finished removing the snow from a pile that was here and a long pile that was basically from where I'm standing to the shed. So you can see everything is behind me over there. And I think that I was removing that snow probably since 7 a.m. I don't know what time is it right now. I can't check it, but I would believe there's like 4 hours of moving snow at least. So I'm totally drained and frozen, as you can probably see.
So I forgot to mention the reason of me removing that snow. The reason was that because of the lack of wood, we actually ordered more wood, and they told us, oh, we might arrive in these 2 days, so be ready. So even though I didn't know when they are arriving, I had to get it ready because they didn't specify any time or anything, so better be prepared. And as you can see, they arrived quite later in the day. I think that it was around 5 or 6 p.m.
So this is the amount of the wood we have remaining. There was a bit more in the house, but yeah, now we have end of the February and this is all we have left from I think that we ordered like 23 cubic meters. It's still super cold outside. Luckily we already ordered more wood, so there we have an additional 12 cubic meters, which are waiting for stacking in or storing. So yeah, we were very close to not have a wood.
I personally find very satisfying watching those time lapses, mainly when something is really happening, like in this case when wood it's just magically appearing inside. So yeah, enjoy it, at least if you like it so much as I do. And trust me, it's easier to watch it than to actually do the throwing the wood inside.
So, and in the background you can see the remaining wood we had in the house. So that combined with the wood we had in a shed, and here that's all we have. That's all that remain from an original 22-ish cubic meter we got at the beginning of the winter. That was in I think in October, end of the October, and now we have an end of the February. You know what? Let me make a bit more of a space because it's a bit cluttered. Yeah, just a moment. So now you can see that there is really not much of wood. This is just a 30 centimeters ish, 30 centimeter ish length. So that's a one pile row and the remains of this one. So yeah, it's a really small amount. So this is what remained from the original amount of the wood. So as you can guess, that would not be enough to get us through the rest of the winter. So my plan right now is there are another 3 bags waiting behind the wall. There's this lovely chute through which I can actually very easily and fastly get it in. But if I would be just chucking it in, it would go all over the floor and I would have to deal with it. So I got a brilliant idea. What if I would actually take this wood and create a pile that would be ending with my workbench, and it would sort of create a barrier for the wood to not go beyond. And it would also hopefully help with the fact that the wood that it's outside and we paid for actually was stored outside. So it's wet bit, at least I think that it's a wet, because some of it's coated with ice and multiple pieces are actually frozen to each other. So that's my idea. Take this dry nice wood, pile it a bit more further from a wall and use it as a barrier to stop new wood when it's thrown in to spread all over the floor. Genius, right? Oh yeah, this brain sometimes work.
So here you can see my young, very, very healthy and strong helper piling all the wood into the nice row. But even though he's doing quite a good job, he's not realizing one fact. He's actually burying himself inside.
Wait a second. How the hell am I going to get out of here? Oops. Good idea, but let's say that I didn't think it through. Okay. Whoever will buy this house, after they will realize that I'm not living here, they will be very surprised to find me behind this. Oh, wait a second. That might just work. Okay. Yeah. Shit. Fucking. God. Shit. That's cool. We have like a minus 26, 27 outside right now, so it's probably time to get dressed. Okay, now I'm properly dressed, and by properly dressed I mean I have even two hats, to be honest. That's how cold it is. So now I can finally tackle that wood, so let's do it. Maybe I should mention that it's right now minus 27 degrees, so it's cold, it's freezing.
I have to say that this time piling wood or moving wood inside was way easier. First time when I was doing it, I was actually putting all wood in a nice rows, and it took quite a lot of time. But today I just decided to take full advantage of that barrier I built up there, and it worked out quite well to my advantage, so I definitely will do that next time as well.
So, it's done. I don't know how long it took me, maybe an hour, but look at my beard. This is how cold it is here right now. And it's solid ice. I can't feel tip of my nose at all. Yeah, but otherwise, done! Yay! I'm just regretting that I didn't do it yesterday with the rest of the wood when it was just a minus 11. I wouldn't believe that I should believe now because I've seen it so many times, but temperature could drop very, very fast here. Like that's a 16 degrees just over the night. There you go. Not even over the night, during the night. Yeah, so yeah, let's have a look how it's looking inside. Just one problem I just realized. I will have to close this hatch from inside and put that sort of piece of wood that's trying to insulate or keep cold air from entering inside, draft. So yeah, that's gonna be funny. So, it is done. So I just finished the stacking, piling, or tossing wood inside would be probably the best description. And yeah, you wouldn't believe how sweaty I am. Even though it's freezing out there with all those layers I had on me, it's actually not so many layers, but quite a lot of movement and physical work. So yeah, right now I feel very warm. But what I wanted to say, when I moved to the house, I was expecting that the winter will require me to have at least around 20 cubic meters of wood, based on the discussion with few people I met on my journey here. But that proven to be a bit wrong. One of the fact might be the reason that locals already told me that this year winter is very cold. I mean, like the freezing temperature, -30, and I don't know if is it higher or lower, but like a -30, -35 and so forth. It's more often than usually it's, so this winter it's sort of a tougher. What a welcoming winter. First winter, and it's the tough one. So eventually we are ending up, or I'm ending up with purchasing almost, there's like a 35 cubic meters of wood, out of the which, let's say that for the first purchase that was 22 or 23 cubic meters, I might still have 2-3 cubic meters, and on the top of that there is additional 12 right now, not here but across the buildings. So yeah, regards the prices, I will get back to it later, but first I'm going to take off all the sweaty clothes and probably have a quick rinse and get comfortable, so we can talk about the prices. So let me show you what it's looking like right now regards the wood. Yeah, there is a dogster peeing on a well as usual. I don't know why he likes to pee on a well. Oh my goodness, I'm drinking only dog urine now. So yeah, but this is the pile of wood we have here right now. Doesn't look like much, but actually this time those pieces are really proper chunks. They didn't split them so much, so yeah, it'll be good. Oh yeah, Dexter, check it. Check everything. So, and now about the price of the wood in total. So, we had to actually get a wood in total. It was 3 times. It was the first time when we got a wood, it was just with a van. We just traveled to the guy who was selling the wood, and that day we actually took just 3 cubic meters and stuck it in a van. That cost us 2,000 Swedish crowns. It was not much, you know, 3 cubic meters is not much. So next time, a couple days after, we realized like, okay, I need way more wood, and to go just back and forward with one, it would not be very good. So next time we actually ordered 20 cubic meters of wood. With a delivery, it was 15,600 Swedish crowns in total. And then we are getting to recent date when we had to order it again because we were running out of the wood. So it was 12 cubic meters and it was 8,400 Swedish crown. So in total, winter is not over. I don't know how much of the recent delivery it's gonna be used. Some of it might be there for summer and for winter, who knows. But in total we spent 26,000 Swedish crowns for wood, and it was for 35 cubic meters of wood, birch wood. So it's, I also put down the euros and pounds if you are interested. So that's the total price of wood for us actually here. So now I would like to know actually how much do you pay for wood if you are actually using wood as your source of heat and how much does it cost? Of course, what type of wood it is. I might not have mentioned, but the wood I'm getting, it's actually birch, it's split birch, so it's perfect. It actually burns even when it's wet, so yeah, ideal for Sweden. We will have quite a lot of rain. At least I'm expecting quite a lot of rain. So, please let me know what type of wood you are buying or actually using for heating, if you are heating, and maybe even let me know what do you think about actually using wood as a source of a heat. So let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. So take care, guys.